Yo. Yeah, what's good? Yeah, what's goody, bro?
What's good, Black?
What's the fuck going on, B?
Fucking the vibe.
Nah, shit, I ain't on nothing, chilling with the motherfucking what the fuck, some shit last night in Jersey and some other shit. What's going on, B?
What's going on with Max, man? Like, that situation was nasty. If I've been trying to reach out, nephew called me earlier. I've been trying to reach you. I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, matter of fact, he hold on, he right here. He right here. Biggie.
What's up, beloved?
What's up, beloved?
What's going on, man? Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm just trying to get situated. How the brother, man?
What's going on, Max? We don't need this.
Nah, I ain't, look, that ain't me. Listen, that shit wasn't me. When we went up in there, when I went in the club, bro, I had 2 whole other records that wasn't even in that chapter when I was on with that regime. The nigga Flex said he don't got no records. He only got Pen and Tail. I said, all right, he gonna do. We only was doing like one, maybe 2 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The nigga did 2 hooks of Pen and Tail, and then played the Grand Crew joint. So now I'm just saying what's up to the nigga, embracing the nigga. I'm like, I ain't know what was going on. I ain't even know the words to the shit. I was just improvising because I was performing for my craft. They paid to see the Dawn, and I was giving them a show. It's the equivalent of this. You got a motherfucking 2 wrestlers, and some shit go wrong in the ring. Do this, and the cameras is rolling. Do they stop or do they keep wrestling? You gotta. So that's all that was.
Nah, though, Max, that one right there, that shit was supposed to be record scratch. Like,
I'm saying, I'm not the DJ. I'm not trying to diss, bro. And I'm gonna just keep a spade to spade. If I want to diss a nigga, I go in there and do something crispy. I'm not gonna spit that old shit. I ain't even know the words to that old shit, my nigga.
Right.
My shit like that. I can go in the stew right now. Any 100 of them, I got access to.
We ship Grand Pro L. I got the ByrdGang bitches that can't stand me. Till the man that Chrissy tested in Miami. On my flow, top of the line, I need a Grammy. We ship Grand Pro L. I got the ByrdGang bitches that can't stand me. Till the man that Chrissy tested in Miami. On my flow, top of the line, I need a Grammy. We ship Grand Pro L. We ship Grand Pro L. I got the
Shit ain't what it ain't is. So that's just the enemy trying to tap in to the 5D cosmic layer and put some shit negative out there that niggas not even into. I'm running around here with my kids and I'm getting money.
That's 18 years ago, y'all niggas was kids, damn near. We need y'all together, bro. If y'all can't, you know what I mean, put that difference to the side, but at least just keep it peaceful.
Let me tell you something. We all family, man. We all got wives. That shit was a different time. I'm not out here disrespecting nobody, lady. It was a different time. If somebody felt offended from the last night performance, to anybody who I've offended, my bad, I apologize. Sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart. But it wasn't a diss for nobody. I was just improvising, just to keep y'all up to speed. All right? You already know the internet been going fucking crazy since I've been out with my kids and I'm getting money.
Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Yo, yo, Jim Jones just keep catching strays, man. He keep catching strays. I'm just, yo, man. Listen, man. I'm looking at it. Wait, for those who don't know, man. If you living under a rock, under these hip hop streets, man. Your boy Jim Jones. I'm sure, man, he's been a little quiet, but it's probably been like maybe a month now, or maybe a couple weeks, because a week ago he was going at Tony Yayo. Maybe a month ago he was going at Nas, and it seems like he was just standing on all type of things, and I'm like, man, like, okay, everybody was kind of upset, but now it seems like he's being targeted, and it seems like it's it seems like it was not on purpose, but you know, there's nothing. I've learned this, man, a long time ago, man. Everything happened for a reason. There's no accidents. certain things is happening because you might have invited. And I'm like, yo, there's no such thing as he's catching a stray. It was meant for you. It's just, I don't know, man. But I'm now you got Max B, who's like, I don't know, man. He done turned to a superstar, and that's when you know talent is talent, man. This guy, he goes for years upon years in jail. Come home and he's lighting up the streets, like with no new music, but just lighting up the street, just pure raw energy, just the wave, man. And now the controversy is, man, this dude Max, you know, he go on stage doing his 1, 2, whatever it is, and Funk Flex on the turntables, and oh man, there we go. They playing the old song. The most controversial song, you know, out of all his catalog, you know, mixtape catalogs or whatever. And the one to be played is the one that's disrespecting James Jones, and on top of that, putting wifey into it, which is like a no, man. It's just always a no. Because for the simple fact, you know why it's a no? It's because, I don't know, you know, we don't want to blame no females for nothing, but we don't blame the females, but it's always seem like there's a female involved, and the truth of the matter is, they don't even be asking to be put into the beef. We could name them, man. We could name them. We could name them. Let's start with the biggest one. We talking about Tupac and Big. Is there a female there? Yeah, there was a female there. Oh yeah, Faith, right? Okay. So we move on. Let's go. Who else? If we could think about, let's go more recently. We think of King Von. We think, oh, was there a female involved? Yes, there was a female involved. It's just you hearing this. It was some type of female that whatever it is, baby moms or whatever. These things just never go well, man. It just, you know, when the females is involved, it's just, you know, man, pride is getting involved. So, but anyways, man, let's get back to it, man. But it's crazy, man. Well, what does Flex has to do with this, man? What does Flex got to do with this one? Because I'm like, what is Flex looking for some chasing clout? Like, what is going on, man? Before the Flex controversy, man, even makes sense. It doesn't even make sense. Man, you need, let's see what's going on first, man. But we have to understand what Max and Jim Jones used to be, man. And trust me, man, they were enemies at first. They weren't enemies at first. They weren't, man. Everybody knows, man. They were a power duo, man. This was the beginning of a ByrdGang. We spoke about this before, but we have to go back, you know, back to 2000s. You know, Jimmy, man, he brings Max B under his wing, man. Jim saw the raw talent, the melodies, the charisma. He knew Max was special, man. Max wasn't just another artist. He was the secret weapon, man. He was the secret weapon. And I seen an interview recently that with Cameron, Cameron say, you know, Max was always around. He was always around, you know, doing his stuff on the streets, going to jail, come home, and or whatever it is. He said he never saw it, but James did. You gotta give Jim Jones, you know, props for that, man. He gave Jim Jones the hooks, the melodies, the song structure, a sound that shifted New York radio. Baby Girl, G's Up, Weatherman, she touched it, you know. That's the problem. That's the problem. But the money problem came in at that point, man, and behind the success, man, the chaos, you know, Max later claimed he wasn't paid fairly. You know, we know about all that, and man, it's just crazy though. His publishing split were all for he was still living poor while the records did numbers, you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He felt Jim was eating more than he admitted, but you know, it's just you know, these are the things when when you a boss and you running your company and you have to, you know, put up an image, whether the money was there was not, you know, it's just like you got people always watching your pockets. So we really don't know if the money was there and Jim wasn't paying nobody, or the money really wasn't there and they just thought it was there. Because I've seen some whereas the beef, there was a beef between even Cameron and Mace, and Mace later found out, later told, went on one of the podcasts and said, man, you know, they thought the money was there when the money wasn't there, and he said when he did get the money, then it was beef. So it's never what we really know. So that story will have to be told by Jim. Jim will have to explain that. You know, but you know, Max was moving reckless. Jim was moving reckless. You know, Max didn't understand no business structure, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the truth is, man, both sides were, they both felt disrespected, and now it's being reignited again, and it's like, yeah, man, we gotta fall back on that, man. This y'all dudes is 47 and 49, grandkids, got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, but listen, man, we love it, man. I'm sitting back like, it's almost like, oh yeah, let's get back on DVD era again. Let's go. Yeah, no, because look, this dude just came home and trying to get back on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Get back to his proper space. And you know, Jim Jones himself, he's trying to get right as well. I'm sure beefing, yeah, it might be temporary. You might get some money, but really, right now, y'all gotta capitalize on the money. Like y'all could capitalize on the beef, but y'all have to not move reckless. But when you put a female, when you put that you know, this dude, it's still his wifey. You know, they've been together for all that long. You just bring her name up again, and it's yo, that it's just, you know, shoot, man, that's wifey, man. What you mean she touched it? You know what I'm saying? What you mean, man? You know, and it's not even funny because I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemies, man. It's just, you know, like, you know, being taunted by somebody else, you know what I'm saying, because you had sex with her or whatever it is going on. That's even crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, real man, you know, we don't do stuff like that, man. We move on, man. We don't bring the females involved in it, you know. But that's when you know it's a touchy situation, man. You know, no pun intended, neither, man. It's a touchy situation, man. The Chrissy line, man, that's nuclear. Bottom line, man, that's it, man. That was nuclear, man. But the diss track he dropped it with you know, he took shot at Chrissy Lampkin. It's, you know, that's why, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, leave the woman alone. Leave her out the way, man. But you know, it's a love triangle. So basically, that's what he's saying, huh? It's a love triangle. So. And we don't want none of that, man. We don't want none of that, man. If y'all gonna rap it out, rap it, man. But come on, man. Man, like we don't need no beef. Like, we want the fake beef, but once you put the female involved, that's you can't even. There's no faking that. I already know there's no faking in that, because now you don't put somebody involved in this, and they don't even need to be involved in it. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's everything turned personal. You know, it turned personal back then, and it's gonna be personal now. And I'm sure, you know, Jim is, come on now, that's calling out his manhood, like, right? You wanna call somebody's manhood out, man? You wanna, yeah, what you gonna do? Your girl, that's crazy. You know, you can talk business, you can talk money, you know what I'm saying? You could talk labels, but once you mention a man's fiancés, man, that's something else, man. You taking it somewhere else. You've seen what happened. It's once the female is involved, anything, it just turned deadly, man. It's almost like it's never a time where it won't turn ugly, you know. Not just beefing with him, not challenging his pride, his loyalty, his house. So, you know, that line became the main wound in the Max versus Jim story, man. The street chose sides too, you know. Max rode with French Montana and Jim Jones. ByrdGang, this said DVD were being sold on corners. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't friendly. This thing wasn't friendly, man. But here's the thing. It wasn't friendly. It wasn't industry. It was real tension. You know what I'm saying? And just when it was at the peak, Max caught his case and went away. You know, time froze. The beef paused, but never closed. This joint never really closed. But if you think about it, man, these guys don't want no more war. That's why when you hearing Max, man, Max is like, man, I'm older now. I'm on grown folk stuff. I'm with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. These guys be with family, but they, you know, the street is the street. The street is still there. So the street is still there. But my thing is this, man. Why now? Why now, man? Why Flex playing one of the records that sparked chaos back in the days, man? You know what I'm saying? To the betrayal, the money, and the pride that lit the fuse. But why would he do that, man? Come on, man. Dipset was on fire, man, back then. Come on, man. Now you come back and you going back on that same. You gonna play that? But I don't know. I bet you know, Flex got his own thing to say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Flex got his own thing to say. But here's the thing, man. We all men now as well, man. I'm sure, you know, like the song pop up. That's one thing I don't like what Max said. He was like, well, the DJ plays it. You know, it's kind of like, you know, a malfunction happening on a wrestling stage, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, you stop. Why? Because you're a man. Nah, we're not playing that song. Because it's you gotta understand, it's a different energy. It's not we faking. This is a different energy. You have the power. You see this? I think here's the thing, man. A lot of times these guys don't know how powerful they are. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and most of these guys who died, man, they died. They died, man, because they didn't use their voice, man. Their voice, their powerful voice. You don't make it in this industry without having a powerful voice. Your voice is yo. That's so crazy. Like with your voice, you sell mad records, right? You can sell millions of records with your voice because people hearing you, the way whatever it is you're delivering. People will go see you without even having to see you. They'll go see you to see who is saying this. Yo, what? Yo, this. Yo, he said what? Your voice, man. So you had a voice. You probably couldn't stop. You physically go put a record there, but you supposed to stop it right then and there. Take accountability. I would say that, man. Take accountability. Why? Because you don't want to bring that energy no more, right? Because you walking around with your kids. Stand up for what you believe in, man. That's what I would say, man. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, because that's a good, you know, cop out. You know, I felt like that was a cop out way of saying, yo, DJ played it, a Funk Flex played it. I'm just gonna go along with it. No. You don't want that. You say, yeah. No. I know y'all love this song. I love this song, but that's not the energy I'm going off on. But you know what? You wrote you jumped on it like, all right, bet. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put it on, but I'm gonna play along with it, and you don't really want it. Come on, man. Like we have to be more intentional in this thing, man. It doesn't make you a coward. You a man. You a man when you stand up for what you believe in. You stand up for what you're not gonna go for. You don't just you just do certain things and just act like, oh, nah, I'm just gonna do it because I want to do it. No. Oh, I didn't put the song. I didn't put the beat there, so I'm not taking responsibility responsibility. No, we give you responsibility because you the voice, you the wave, you the voice, you the one that's, you know what I'm saying, they came to see you. They came to see you. So right then and there, I mean, but you know what? It's a lesson learned. I can't judge them. It's a lesson learned, man, that you got a voice. You can actually stop it. It doesn't make you a punk. It doesn't make you a coward. Yeah, play something else. You know what I'm saying? Play something else. Don't play this because we're not trying to promote that energy. It's the energy that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy that comes with it. That energy where you see it. You know, chairs being thrown out, being thrown. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You always. You know, head on your shoulders. You looking both ways because you never know where it's gonna come from. Well, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna come for me? Like, come on, man. You know that's not the life. You don't want that life, man. You know, that was the money war, man. So I get it, man. So it seems like there's still some time in an animosity going on with them. It has to be because from the way that he was able, he's speaking, he's not taking responsibility. But, you know, I see he did apologize, but who cares about that once, you know, it's one thing you go out the man, but when you start putting back his wifey and involved in whatever, that's when it's an issue. You know, it becomes an issue, you know what I'm saying? The money, you know, so and I think it has to do with that money war, man. You know, and Max B was always a star, you know what I'm saying? And I think Max B, he was a star, but he you know, stars, he needed the paperwork, man. Paperwork, you know, stars need splits, you know, stars need publishing, right? And I think he felt treated. He felt Jim treated him like, you know, like muscle, not like a partner, you know what I'm saying? So I think he still got something. He still feels some type of way, man. He still feels some type of way, man. But you know, the breakup was crazy, man. Them dudes, man, I think, cause I hear, you know, Max right now saying family, whatever, this and that. You know, family or not, man. But you can't do that, man. you can't come back and say you don't want the beef. But you doing certain things. Come on, man. Like you don't come back and do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been going for years. And here's the ironic part. It's like you've been going for so long, but at the same time, they've been together. You know what I'm saying? They've been together. And you come back and you allow yourself to get sunk back in with this nonsense, man. I'm just gonna say this, man. Yo, this one thing, man, when it comes, you know, when a man comes home, man, you coming home, you know what I'm saying, more than a decade behind walls, man. You know, it's a different life, right? You live in it's a whole different life now. You know what I'm saying? The beef nowadays, it doesn't hit the same like it was before, man. Drama don't hit the same no more, man. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, all that internet thing, I don't know if, you know, I don't know, the noise, man, does it really matter? Or it's so ironic, man. It's so ironic, man, while I'm looking at it. Ironic. How, you know, the algorithm, how Jim Jones, he was doing goofy stuff, you know, calling out Nas and, oh, they working the algorithm and all this. It's like, nah, man, this is, listen, I don't know, man. Like, we gotta be careful what we ask for. Is this for algorithm? Can Match be like, oh, shoot, let's keep the algorithm? You know what I've heard people say this all the time, man. It's so addictive when you trying to chase algorithm, when you trying to create it. At some point, when do it stop? When do you say, man, heck no, man, we grown now, man. Like, or we need it at all times just to keep it going. And now to the point where this dude, he's calling your wifey again. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy that he was saying, you know, Jim Jones had a whole running. Like, it seemed like he was dropping an album. You know what I'm saying? At one point, going at Nas, even though he didn't start the debate. But you see, it's like, it's so similar. Because he didn't start the debate, but he didn't stop it neither. He just added more fuel to it. You know what I'm saying? He said there was a little fire spark. He just trying to run with it. What y'all gonna say? I'm better. Everybody like, yo, man, cut that out. What you going at him for? What was going? Now it's the same way. This dude saying, oh, I didn't start it. I mean, I was just on stage. But when are we gonna take accountability, man? It's time to take accountability, man. We gotta take accountability for all the nonsense, man. We can't just say, oh, nah, I ain't taking no accountability. I didn't say it. You got a voice, man. You got a voice, man. This drama thing, you know, it's not the same no more. When Max, you got your freedom. Come on now, you got your freedom, man. Enjoy your freedom, man. You know what I'm saying? I see your boy is saying, yo, man, we don't need this right now. Y'all don't need it right now. Right now, this ain't the time for this, man. You don't need this right now. What you need that for? What's going on? What's going on with that, man? Just relax, man. Get your money. Get it quietly, man. Quietly. But who am I to tell you that, man? I can't tell you. You guys is grown. You grown. 47 to 49. You guys is grown. This is, the story of Max, man, trying to rebuild, reconnect with his kids and live in peace. But suddenly, you back into a war you didn't restart. All because of Flex decided to play one diss track, right? Man, the one with the shot at Chrissy, man. I feel bad for her, bro. Like, I really do, because it's like, why? What does she got to do with this, man? What does she got to do with this? What does the female have to do with it, man? But who am I to disagree, man? Who am I to disagree? A lot, this is the deepest wound in rap history right there, man. Well, next to Faith, I fucked your bitch, you fat mother. Yo, Big is my man, I can't even, nah, man. Yo, we can't do that, man. We grown, man. We gotta understand, we grown, man. We don't, no jokes about that. Not what the street expected, man. The street didn't expect that. Max, the street didn't accept that, man. Listen, Max didn't, he's not standing on it, man. And I respect what he do afterward. I just didn't like a few things he says about how he, it wasn't him, this and that. But bro, like, you still have a voice, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm hoping like everything get back to, not even get back to peace, because it seems like it'll probably never be peace, because this flex just reopens the wound again, man. You know what I'm saying? Max get released, he's older, more peaceful now. And you could tell, you could hear it in his voice. He don't want no beef, but Flex goes into the vault and plays this track. But listen, like I said, man, nothing happened. Nothing happened just to happen. Everything happened for a reason. Everything has a purpose. Everything is something's going on. Jim Jones invited this. You know what I'm saying? Like, into his life. You know what I'm saying? That's why we gotta stay peaceful. We gotta stay humble. We gotta watch ourselves, man, because this thing is deeper than what we think, man. The enemy is at work. I also heard Max says it like that. He was like, the enemy, this and that. And I'm telling you, there's a war. It's a spiritual war going on out there. And you be careful what you inviting in your life. Be careful how you speaking. You know what I'm saying? You want algorithm, you're gonna get algorithm. So you want peace, you could speak peace too. You speak the peace and you'll get the peace, man. And now that I'm seeing it, I don't know what to expect next. You know what I'm saying? He says he's not on that type of time. So Max says he's not on that type of time, and it's so crazy, because I don't know, the street been trying to get Max into the fold in a minute. Because a week ago when Ja Rule got jumped, shoot, Max's name was involved. Max quickly jumped in and said, man, I'm not even on that type of time. Yo, that's funny, man. That's funny, but it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude try to spend time with his kids, man. Max be disrespecting Chrissy again, man. Flex messy for this, man. I'm gonna say, man, Flex, man, I don't know. Listen, I don't know, man. Like, Flex got to know that he come on. But the song, you know what's crazy? That beat is just so right, man. You know, as a DJ, I could see like he like, yo, this that he. But then forgets what the words. This is what it is. You know, it's like what the word says. He's talking about Chris. Oh man, you know, like you. I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt, man. That beat here, I don't care what year or what. It's like what these kids call a bop. Like the beat is just you got no choice but to start dancing and start thinking, oh shoot, we partying again. Oh shoot, Belvedere and all, you know, stuff like that. It takes you back. It takes you back to a certain type of year. It takes you back, man. Like you start rocking like, oh shoot, we back. But then it's like, oh, you forgot the words, bro. You know what? He's talking about this dude, wifey, and she's still with him now. So we'll give him the benefit of doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? But Max answered, man. He answered, man. He not taking no. He don't want none of it. He's like, man, no sir. I don't want no war. I don't want to start no war. No nothing like that. You know. He don't want no beef with. It sound like he don't want no beef with Chrissy. He actually he apologized. He says, man, he don't got no beef. He said, if anything, he would start shoot. He says, man, if anything, I would actually do another. You know, I do a whole new one. I'm not gonna use my old joint to get at him. I would do a new one. You know what I'm saying? But I'm wondering, man, how, you know. Can they be, you know, amend this? I think now it's the time. It's the time to actually get them to actually get maybe do like do a song and piece it out, because this could be ugly, man. This could be ugly because for the simple fact is if both of them ain't speaking but really speaking, because I felt like Jim Jones, he has not dissed them, but at the same time he's in the background doing certain things, and we may not even know that he's in the background doing these things, and Max is seeing this. You see certain people like Mano say, I can't even go talk to this dude because why? Not because I got something against them, but because I'm rocking with Jam. So Jam is stopping a lot of things from happening that we may not see. So when Max is saying, yeah, they put the beat on and I just, you know, I'm just doing me. I didn't even know the song. But but you didn't speak up to say, nah, don't play this because this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's more or less, there's still something there. It's Cold War, you know, like you could tell this tension, you could tell something could pop off, but then it's like, we're just gonna hold back, we're not gonna say nothing, but at the same time, if something flagrant happen, we're not gonna stop it. But I think as men, man, we need to stand up and like, if something going on, like, yo, Flex, you wrong, yo, turn that off, man. We can't do that right now, man. That was years ago, man. I can't do that, man. But you know, at the same time, what Flex gonna say? Whoa, you don't want to play this? Then shoot, I ain't playing nothing. I don't gotta be here neither. What you mean? So he caught in. I think he's caught up. It's crazy, man. But you gotta speak up. Use your voice, man. Your voice loud enough to stop the beef, man. Y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think.